If you knew morning woo, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning woo. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning woo. Morning woo, morning woo. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning woo. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning woo. Morning woo, morning woo. Pretty, 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 pretty morning woo. Oh, morning, my morning woo. Oh, well, I love you and I need you, morning woo. I love you, morning woo, with a love so rare and true. Oh, morning, my morning woo. Well, I love you, I want you, morning woo.
Rise and shine. This is the Morning Woo. Happy Devil's Thursday. I'm your host, Sam Woo, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker. Undisclosed location, beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now on Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network. Simon, last second Nemec, scoring the game-winning goal in overtime with the hat trick, beating the Chicago Blackhawks in the United Center 4-3 last night. Again, an overtime winner. Wow. Hey, Max, I see your comment in the YouTube Live. Please text me the source, because that is big news. That is big news. He's actually a good friend of the podcast. If you wouldn't mind, wish I had that news before I got on air. This is what happens live. But we'll try to confirm that. Wow, very sad news. So send me that text, Max, and where you got that from, because I don't want to put it out there until it's confirmed. Oh, my goodness, as mornings just hit differently after a great Devils win. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it definitely has hit differently. It definitely, my outlook on Simon Nemec's future with the New Jersey Devils looks a heck of a lot brighter than it did a year ago. Okay, so everybody's confirming about that. Sorry, I honestly didn't know. Good friend of the podcast. We've had him on a couple times. He's had some memorable moments with John Tortorella. But Larry Brooks, former Devils PR and also writes for the New York Post, has passed away. Wow. That big news coming over just now. I honestly did not see that, and I read the New York Post. I honestly did not see that this morning. So thank you, Max, for letting me know. It's on NewYorkPost.com. Larry Brooks Post legend and Hall of Fame writer, dead at 75. Wow. I've met Larry before I started doing this podcast during the 2012 Stanley Cup Finals, covering the Devils and Kings. Yeah, he was actually, believe it or not, like I was actually intimidated by Larry. In the in the press room, just because you heard stories about him. You heard about stories of him and Tortorella, going at it. Brooksy this, Brooksy that, and Larry Brooks egging him on. But Larry Brooks, I'll tell you, it was a consummate professional. And he had some great stories. He actually had some great stories. And we've interviewed him, I believe, a couple times on the State of the Fan address. We should re-air from the archives that interview. And I remember putting him on, back in those days, this is, I believe, pre-COVID, that when we had Larry on, I mean, I was nervous calling him. He is a legend in the media world. I loved his slap shots, commentary in the New York Post, and he was really just, I'd like to say, a really nice guy, and I'm not just saying that just because we've had him on, but just talking to him over the phone, you could tell he's pretty friendly, and he had some great stories, about Lou Lamoriello. But Larry Brooks, passing away at the age of 75, I'll probably have some more about that later today, because I just found out on live air. Wow. So anyway, let's switch gears a bit. But thank you, Max, for letting me know. I'll look into possibly getting the archives of our interviews with Larry Brooks, New York Post legend and media legend, and just absolute professional. He was great. But switching gears, Nemec's hat trick last night at the United Center. Anthony LaPena, happy Devils Thursday to you. I heard Nemec is the third only defenseman in Devils history to score a hat trick. Nice job, Nemo. Yeah, and the two other guys, I think it was Barry Beck and then Ule Heinrich or something like that. I don't know his last name. Max sent me some facts that Chico Resch actually played in one of those games, and also got a 2-minute roughing against the Pittsburgh Penguins. I got to ask Chico Resch about that today, because I'm kind of curious if he even remembers that game. But yes, I'll tell you, last night, you see the confidence in Simon Nemec. The kid is confident right now. I thought the kid was kind of cocky when he first got into the National Hockey League, and the coaches weren't happy with him, if you remember. And at times he was just staring at the play. Maybe he was overthinking it. I don't know. But I called him out on it. He had to play better. I mean, you're second overall. We would expect better. There was Connor McDavid, and then there's Jack Eichel, the second overall. But Simon Nemec last night, it was his coming out party on national television, on TNT. All the hype about Jack Hughes and Connor Bedard. But with Dawson Mercer chipping one in, but Simon Nemec stole the show. He was on fire. He is confident. And best of all, he listened to his coaches. He listened to the organization. He took it to heart in the exit interviews, saying that he knows what to do now. Spent the entire offseason bulking up. We saw the Instagram photos. If you want to know what Instagram hockey is in the offseason, that's Instagram hockey. The stuff behind the scenes that nobody glorifies that you have to do to get yourself better and play in the National Hockey League. And that's what Simon Nemec did. And he did it quietly. He did it confidently. He wasn't cocky. What he was determined. And last night, and I got to ask Vinny Parisi, Game Day Live, what his thoughts were in the press box. But man, you knew it was coming. It was Nemec, number 17. I know we have some PTSD with another number 17 years ago that left us. But Simon Nemec is rewriting the history books of that number 17 because right now, he is the best defenseman on the New Jersey Devils. I can't believe I'm saying that right now. After all the things I was wrong about Simon Nemec, I wasn't wrong that, he had his issues. But man, is he making Tom Fitzgerald and Kate Madigan look good right now with that second overall pick. With Logan Cooley and Shane Wright ripe for the picking, they took a risk on Nemec. Kind of a stretch because he's kind of 4th, 5th overall. But now, as what Max says, those Kovalchuk jerseys can be restitched to Nemec jerseys soon if he keeps this up. Oh, yeah. Simon Nemec put the dagger into the Chicago Blackhawks. And the United Center, you can only hear Devils fans cheering after that game-winning goal. And credit Jacob Markstrom to have the vision down the ice and the smarts and the intelligence to get that puck up the ice to Nemec while the Blackhawks was changing. What a smart play by Jacob Markstrom, helping himself out and giving the kid an assist. But Simon Nemec, that shot, beating Spencer Knight. I mean, Spencer Knight stood on his head most of the night. He had a great night, Spencer Knight, no pun intended. And Meadowlander, I did not forget Meadowlander about the game-tying goal he scored with 4 seconds left against the Islanders. Oh, no, we talked about this on Devils After Dark. Because the confidence in this kid, is what Max would say, he's growing for our eyes. Like we're watching him become a real NHL player. In elite. I'll even put that there. Because only elite defensemen would score not only the game-winning goal, but a hat trick while Dougie Hamilton is down. Brett Pesce is down. Practically the whole team is down. But Simon Nemec, just like last season, said, okay, that's my opportunity. You don't think I can play in this league? I'm going to show you. And he's shown us a lot. It's a small sample, but he's shown us a lot. And when you look at it, how many points Simon Nemec has had in the last 2 games. He is a scoring machine. That's what we weren't expecting. We knew that he would. He's an offensive defenseman, but he could be a two-way defenseman. You're talking, if he keeps this rate, this is like Norris Trophy winning results. But again, it's just 2 games. Let's settle down here. It's just 2 games. But are we seeing some flashes? Are we seeing what's to come in the future for Simon Nemec? I'll tell you what, his stock has skyrocketed. His stock has skyrocketed. If you want to talk trades, it has skyrocketed. But do you want to trade Simon Nemec now? No. Because the importance of having depth on the blue line is so important. Is so important. With the amount of injuries the Devils have had, whether they're freak injuries or whatever, injuries are injuries. And it's refreshing to know that one of your young prospects, one of your guys that you selected second overall, has stepped up and contributed. Tom saying that Nemec is tied with Nico in points. Holy crap. That's great. Dubzilla says, Sam, it's like we were discussing Nemec in the attic, this core of pups, Nemec, Luke, Silyev, is going to be amazing. 90s era, baby. 90s era it may be. But there's just so much can happen. But for now, Devils' point streak is now at 4 games. Wow, the amount of overtimes this team has endured. Against Chicago last night, Islanders, Pittsburgh, and Montreal. To go 3-1, 7 of 8 points, I'll take it. But to win on the road in overtime, let's hope that the Devils can be road warriors as well. Getting 2 points last night. I'm sure Sheldon Keefe was very happy. Very happy. Yeah. Max sending me a post, New Jersey Devils. Simon Nemec is him. Deep dish is trash. We don't lose to the Blackhawks. I'm not a big fan of deep dish, to be honest. When I go out to Chicago for Vinny's wedding, I'm sure I'm going to have some of that pizza, if you want to call it pizza. Hello, Instagram Live. Happy Devils Thursday to you. Feels good to be a winner. Oh, boy. I don't have my ceremonial sip, do I? My cup. Whoops. Well, that's what happens when you get up. I went to bed at 2 a.m. But I told you that I'd be doing the Woo Report. Max says, deep dish pizza isn't a pizza. It's a casserole. Tom says, Dylan playing great lately. Hey, you know what? Beefalytics, Brendan Dillon. He doesn't care if it's the league's darling or TNT's darling, Connor Bedard. He's going to put him on his butt on the ice. And that's great. Uno's. Yeah, I've been to Uno's, Dubzilla. Once or twice down in Florida. LGD. Beefalytics. But it feels good to be a Devils fan. I'm telling you, it feels great to be a New Jersey Devils fan. But yeah, it's Simon Nemec. That second overall pick is now paying off. That year of suffering to get that pick and winning the lottery and actually getting a high pick. And I remember Slavkovsky was on everybody's mind because he was big. But man, is it paying off right now for the New Jersey Devils. They play the Capitals on Saturday. We'll have Game Day Live and Devils After Dark. Also, remember, Operation Filibuster of WFAN, November 16th from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. We got to get you calling WFAN. I'll have some more information about that, numbers, times. We're going to have to rotate some of you guys that are going to participate in this. I haven't figured out the giveaways yet. That if you call, we got you. We want to monopolize WFAN in New York, the number one sports radio station in the country. We'd like to monopolize for 4 hours on Danielle McCartan's show of just talking Devils hockey. We could start with Simon Nemec. Talk about Luke Hughes. Talk about the Devils being second overall in the National Hockey League right now behind the Colorado Avalanche. Simon says game. That's right. He says hat trick. All right, folks. Well, I am going to get out of here. I'm running a little late right now. So I created a Simon Nemec song before this podcast. I barely listened to it. I hope it's good. It's kind of off, but I figured, what the heck? We got to celebrate. So, with the ceremonial sip, I salute you, the Devils fans, that stayed up late last night to watch the Devils beat the Blackhawks with Simon Nemec's hat trick, third ever defenseman in New Jersey Devils franchise history, if you want to include the Colorado Rockies and Kansas City Scouts. Meadowlander, flood of calls from the team that has no fans. Yeah, that's right. Operation Filibuster this Sunday. But I salute you, the Devils fan. And I bring you this. The song called Nemec Dagger.
Well, he came from the blue line, stick like a blade. Simon Nemec.